everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah Catherine and this is Leah Sees Movies, back again with the next episode of Young Justice. Last episode, a lot of you took pleasure in my Megan and Connor based pain, so I hope that was good for you. I got distracted from what I was gonna say because I try really hard not to read the little bios per episode before I hit play, but while I was recording this, I saw it and I see words and I read them and it says the cave is attacked and I knew it, I told you, I said it. I said we're about halfway through the season. They dropped it early in like episode 1 or 2 that people know where the cave is, and it's an Artemis focused episode by the thumbnail. So Artemis and Robin. So I'm just winning on all fronts. I lost last week, but it's okay. Artemis focused episode. The cave is being attacked. All of my predictions are coming true. Also, there was a lot of developments with the Board of Light and them taking over Belle Rev and all that other stuff, but I don't really want to talk about it anymore because I'm right and I want to move forth into my vindication. So I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get started. I didn't mean to know I was right, but I'm right. Gotham City, September 22nd. Does Artemis have a sister? Or had a sister? Alice in Wonderland poster? Are all of my predictions gonna come true? Because baby.
Please don't go. Sorry, sis. Mom's not getting out of prison anytime soon. And I refuse to live in this house with just Dad.
Mom was in prison?
We have to keep this family from falling apart.
Winning on every single level, like backstory, Cheshire confirmation. This is great.
I'm Bet, your new student liaison. Welcome to Gotham Academy.
I feel like she's gonna be a main character solely because there's a lot of hair detail. The very familiar 13-year-old. We'll laugh about this someday.
Nothing, Barbara. Just being friendly to the
And Barbara too? I'm like so much happier than last episode. I'm like, everything is great. Oh, they ruined it. They ruined it.
So you have told no one else of this mole?
I cannot be sure one exists. And if it does, if the team is being betrayed from within, I must investigate without...
Can someone hack Red Tornado?
But perhaps I should tell Batman?
Generally, the Batman expects the team to handle its own problems. But the decision is yours.
The decision is yours, but also Batman will be disappointed in you if you ask him.
Monitor duty, since becoming our den mother.
I'd leave extra hard if you called me a den mother.
He has an interpersonal event with Black Canary. Hot date.
I will be calling all dates interpersonal events now, because that's hilarious.
Artemis?
Robin,
How random that you're in Gotham City instead of Star City where your Uncle Green Arrow lives.
He's such a brat. I love him.
yeah, let's just go to the cave.
Ladies first.
Your town, you go.
I think it's funny that they have to put an out of order sign on the phone booth because you wouldn't need to do that now. No one's going in a phone booth. Yo. I'm like, this episode, this is exactly what I wanted on like multiple levels. I'm having a really good time. The episode just started. I'm just so happy. Also, everything's on fire, which can't be good for Calder. Though the little cave is surrounded by water, so... Okay, you guys cannot see. You're just throwing stuff.
Head for the exit. Or not.
Yay! Oh, I thought that was Calder. I guess that was someone else with a big wave of water. Unfortunate. Where are these fireballs coming from? A fire tornado? Is it gonna be the weather guy came back?
McGann, can you hear me? Are you there?
McGann won't help because Connor's not in danger. Sorry. I feel like it's gonna be the tornado guy from like the first or second episode.
Calm it down. Locked. At least the water's helping.
Until there's too much water.
Or not.
Okay, why is that water not falling through the door? Like, wouldn't you need someone with hydrokinesis for that to work? Or did they close the door and I didn't notice? Equally possible.
The air vent!
Good. Go.
What are you?
Downloading cave blueprints.
That is a huge vent.
Go left. Too close. Take the first one.
Jeez. But how do you know where the big old flames are going to be coming from? Hello. He looks like father from Kids Next Door. Was it Wonderful Kids from Down the Lane? Well, I was wrong on it being the tornado guy, but that looks really cool. The problem is, if this dude is walking in and controlling flame, I don't think explosions are gonna stop him.
Blocking out cave's motion and heat sensors to prevent the enemy from tracking us.
And I ask again, who is the enemy?
Also, does that not prevent you from tracking the enemy? I mean, he put off a lot of heat.
French. Thank you, Green Cheeks.
I have been meaning to ask. Any problem
No.
schoolwork with your responsibilities here?
Nope. Juggling's just.
No. Aqualad is just the cutest little RA. How are you guys handling it?
This team, not bumblebees.
Artemis starts school today. Do you
No one asked you about the bumblebees. No one cares.
I mean, how much more hostile and annoying is
What happened?
Explosion took out the camera. I'll find another angle.
I mean, it also took out your friends. Aqualad, if you get beat up by water, I'm revoking my stand card. That's embarrassing. It's like Toph getting beaten by Earth. I mean, Connor's probably fine. McGann has extreme weather resistance, and temperature resistance. And Aqualad, how do you get beat up by water, bro? Every day I have to fight to stand him. It's really...
It's Red Tornado!
It is not Red Tornado.
Yes on the red, no on the tornado.
I mean, he stole his whole look, though.
Copy my whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar!
So is one fire and one's water. Actually, I revoke my previous saying that I was wrong, because it could still be the weather dude building another robot. He's just made them stronger, still stealing Red Tornado's thing.
So now what? Red Tornado is one of the powerhouses of the League. How are we supposed to take down 2 of him?
Attention, Artemis. You have exactly 10 minutes to surrender, or the lives of your teammates will be extinguished.
Aww. My boy, they keep dehydrating him. I just noticed the hamster ball, which is what I'm gonna keep calling it. It's stuck in a wall too, like it tried to help. Good little hamster ball.
We can access the hangar from here. We're not.
Will you please stop saying that?
I mean, they're flooding and firing literally every hallway. Oh, oh, that's not gonna work. That's not how electricity and water works, but we'll let that one go.
You guys okay?
Forget us! Help McGann!
Not Aqualad, though. Only McGann.
We cannot survive much longer.
I'm really gonna beat all of them up for the way they do not care about Aqualad's safety. Poor hamster ball. Yeesh. Although she looks great. The flame cape, excellent. Does that one not explode?
Distraught? McGann is dying!
And Aqualad.
Zero, of course I'm distraught!
We'll get Trot or get
How can you
Get
be so
Trot.
calm?
practice. Been doing this since I was 9.
Which is, we have so many questions about why you're doing this as a 9-year-old.
They're machines. And one electromagnetic pulse will shut down any machine within range.
Great! Except
Seems like it'd be really easy to take out Red Tornado that way then.
But I'm betting we can make one. What do you say, KF?
Doable?
Totally doable.
5 minutes.
You know, you had more time. X-ray machine. You'll find a small vacuum tube called a vercator that converts higher.
Even Flash gets his moment this episode. He gets to be smart and helpful while literally stuck. This episode's great. I mean, except for the widespread ignoring of Aqualad. But aside from that.
The caveman generator.
which is where?
Okay, make with the distraction.
Hey, Red Tomato! Who's your girlfriend? Red Onion? You're buying her ass.
Rerouting power now.
Yeah, you know how to get to the caves of Mars?
It's not working.
That cage is just making her homesick.
They're so annoying. I mean that as a compliment. I think it's good writing. Unfortunate. I actually kind of love this episode. Like, even the actual stakes feel like real stakes. Like, it feels like all of these people could die. They're not going to, because we're halfway through season 1. But it feels like they could. Come on, Artemis. Power through. We don't have time for this. This is not very ninja assassin of you. Oh, gosh.
Surrender.
No. Okay.
Find a way out of the cave.
Then you live. Just you.
Get help. Call in the league.
Now, you know damn well that's not going to happen in the next 3.5 minutes.
3 minutes.
Oh, is one of the souvenirs going to help? If she puts on the Dr. Fate helmet, I'm going to lose my mind.
I know you understand.
I know she's going to be like inspired by her sister or whatever, but I think it'd be much more interesting if she put on the Dr. Fate helmet. Although he wouldn't let go of her if she did.
We have to keep this family
So
from
probably shouldn't do
falling
that.
apart.
Toothbrush, duh. Knew I was forgetting something.
Damn. That's hurtful.
I'll disappear like the Cheshire Cat. You should get out too.
She's 8.
Come with me, but you'd slow me down.
Wow. This feels like if Azula was the older sibling.
In this family, it's every girl for herself.
But I found a new family. And here, we're all for one. And
1 minute.
Now, what's your plan, girl? One arrow?
I surrender. Stop the clock.
Because you're trying to reroute energy. Even if the arrow has a metal tip and you shoot it. Oh, okay.
Calder, how's McGann?
House Calder! I hate y'all so much. I can't. Did it teach you CPR in ninja school?
My only shot was to surrender. Pretend to drown before I actually did. Blacked out though.
I only pretended to drown, but I did black out.
What has occurred?
A visit from your family.
Your extremely nasty family.
I was not aware I had relations.
Red Tornado is funny.
But the pulses weren't off.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, very bad. Very, very bad. Can someone
Hack Red Tornado.
Oh. All right, can someone who's not mechanical show up, please?
Artemis, can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. Hi, Clark.
She's all right.
Just mild suffocation.
What happened here?
One person checked in on Aqualad.
What's happened? Tornado and his... Wait, where are they?
Gone. All 3 of them.
But they didn't kill them. Like, Red Tornado could have clearly murdered all of them. I guess for convenience, we can't kill them. Allison Stoner is Barbara Gordon. I love this cast. All right, so I really, really, really enjoyed that episode. Artemis focused episode, cave invasion episode. We got to see more Robin, which I also really enjoyed. Robin and Artemis have a great dynamic as the only non-powered people on the team. Him being younger, but having, a sense of confidence, born through experience. Her, panicking a little, but pulling it together by the end. Everyone disrespected Calder, didn't like that, but I'm gonna ignore that because I really enjoyed every other part of this episode. The stakes felt real, the action was good. I was like literally cringing. I covered the mic there, but I was genuinely cringing at certain points, like, ooh, that was close. If this was, not a kid's show though, it'd be interesting to see them with like burns or like actually having to recover from being attacked, but one nap later, they'll be fine. Also, definitely thinking it was the weather guy from episode 2 or 3. So he made new, better robots and also some kind of virus that when Red Tornado got too close infected them. Arguably, because I think I said this when we mentioned that he was trying to hack Tornado, that if Tornado is hacked, the rest of the league obviously is not going to work with him. Like, you would theoretically want a sneakier hack, like something that gets in, he acts completely normal, he takes out the other red weather robots, and then he can go back to the watchtower and be their little spy. But they didn't do that. I mean, I guess that means they consider it enough to have all of the weather bots that altogether they'll prove a significant enough threat. But that doesn't even make sense because they can all be taken out by EMPs, which seem pretty easy to make. Limitations of robots. This is fun. Ooh, Red Torpedo. That's a fun name. I still think the girl Artemis met with the blonde hair is going to end up being something or someone, because that's a lot of effort to animate that hair for a side character we're never going to see again. I don't believe that. We got confirmation that Cheshire is Artemis's sister. She abandoned the family because, stuff was rough. Their mom was in prison. I'm curious. Well, we know her mom's in a wheelchair, so I'm like, was she in a wheelchair in prison? Did you commit a crime? Did she get out of prison and end up in the wheelchair? I assumed their dad was in the league, but they said they didn't want to live there with their dad. And I feel like there aren't a lot of league out members, like, oh yeah, I have an apartment downtown, and then they call and I do an assassination and I go home to my kids. That seems unleague-like. So maybe it's a stepdad. It could be that, like it's a stepdad and they just don't know that at this point, they didn't know their biological dad was in the league. I don't know. Oh gosh, yeah, so we're definitely gonna have to continue this story just to see more of, because we're seeing when Cheshire went down the path of becoming Cheshire, but not necessarily when she got the skills and the mask and the league connections. We know Artemis at this point was a little girl who just wanted to keep her family together. It doesn't seem like there's nothing suggesting that she had taken up, baby's first archery at this point. So this must have happened later. But if there's a dad, it makes more sense that he's in the league and he trained his daughters to fight. This is gonna bother. But that was the purpose. They wanted me to want to dig into the mystery of their family. This was a very nice episode. I hope, I pray that the rest of the team will start respecting Calder and not just as the leader they sometimes listen to, but as a person on their team who sometimes needs help and care and to be checked in on. It's just polite. I don't understand why they all suck. I am hoping we're going to see now, because obviously we saw the whole league show up in this episode after the cave was attacked and Red Tornado was missing. So are we going to get a team-up episode now with the league and the Young Justice members? Because I've also been really wanting to see that too. Although I don't like the way they draw Wonder Woman. But everyone else looks cool. I want to see more of them. I want to see them interacting. Because we got a little bit in the very first episode. We saw Aqualad and Calder's relationship. We saw a little bit of Batman and Robin. So we obviously know Artemis is not actually Green Arrow's niece, but it would be interesting to see what the relationship is. If it's just this is a girl I found who can do archery, but also was good enough to stalk my team. Do they form a mentor-mentee relationship? Are they just using it as a convenient cover? I think that'd be an interesting thing to explore. Is Black Canary coming back? They mentioned she's on a date, but we haven't seen her since the episode where she taught young Miyagi, Connor, to respect people who have less physical strength than him. And we haven't seen her in any other training exercises, which is... So yeah, I think most of my checklist of things I wanted, we've at least started down, if not completed. So we got an Artemis, semi-solo, some backstory. We got the cave invasion episode, which I knew had to be happening at some point. So the next thing I really wanted is I want to go back to basics. I want to have a good, if not even a multi-episode training arc, because I feel like they're learning on the job, but they are still really not too great as a team. They have to go through hell before they get a little bit better. So just a little bit more like, how do we work and function and anticipate each other's needs would be very nice and fulfilling. It's the benefits of youthful members of the team. I like the learning process. And after that, they can surprise me. All right, so I really enjoyed that episode. I hope you enjoyed watching me enjoy that episode. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, etc., all of that good stuff. If you don't want to do any of that, but you have watched the end of this video, thank you. I still really appreciate you. You can follow me on the Bird app at Leah Sees Movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.